The store itself, $713. That's crazy. What's up, guys? This is a video I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and on this one we're going to be talking about Redbubble. I launched my Redbubble store right as my YouTube channel reached 10,000 subscribers. And if you guys are new to my channel, let me reintroduce myself.
My name is Ho.
I do primarily gig work like Instacart, Grubhub, and things like that when it deals with going out and doing food deliveries. So in this space, I didn't want to just make a shirt that says Grubhub or Instacart on it. I wanted to give it a little bit more flair to where it was more fashionable to actually go out and wear. So like if you were wearing it, people wouldn't really know that you're doing a gig. You know, they would have to like really kind of look at like, oh, that shirt is actually really cool, but I can also tell you're a delivery driver. You know what I'm saying? The people who know would know. That's how I wanted to design the shirt. So let's go ahead and get some of the things out of the way. So if you're not trying to watch the entire thing, you can get my thoughts on it. Do I think a print-on-demand store is worth it? And in a simple fact is yes. I do think it's worth it if you get the right designs and you market yourself correctly. And for me, my store has been open for a couple of months, and guys, I have not made an astronomical amount of money profit-wise, but the store has been doing well. With that said, I'm actually going to go into the back office of my Redbubble store to show you how everything looks. I do also have a Teespring store. I created that store around the time Avengers came out. If you guys remember this scene right here.
That is America's ass.
A lot of these kind of shirts came out, so I just made one just to test it out, and I sold one shirt, and I was like, okay, you actually can maybe sell something if you get in on the trend. I was like a couple of months after the trend, but I still sold one shirt, and that kind of brought me down this road to thinking about doing print on demand. Now with Redbubble, as you guys are probably seeing here on the screen, there is so much more than t-shirts. They just now introduced hats, and now they've introduced mouse pads. So you can make an entire store of mouse pads. Let's say you are a phenomenal graphic artist and you have paintings or whatnot, you can put those on a mouse pad and sell them that way. Everyone's looking for a cool hat these days. Put a cool saying on a hat and you are golden. But bring it back to the fact, you also have everybody's favorite thing, which are t-shirts. And I've been selling quite a few t-shirts. Redbubble primarily was known mostly for their stickers because you have the option of putting multiple designs up on a sticker page. They call them sticker packs, and selling it to the customers where they feel they're getting more of a value. Other places like Teespring, you only get one die cut sticker. So let's say that sticker is like $3. You can make a sticker sheet for $3 and give the customer maybe like 5 to 6 stickers on there, depending on the size of the sticker. And I'm sure as you guys have been watching me talk, I've been showing you some of the designs that I've made in my store that have actually been selling. So let's take a look at this shirt here. I made this one primarily inspired by the Instacart carrot. Now, somebody just might like vegetables, might be a vegetarian. They might really dig this design and they might buy it. As what I'm saying, I didn't slap Instacart across it. Then I have one like this. This is a very popular slogan. Keep calm, it's just Instacart. There's a lot of keep calm, it's just all kinds of shirts out there. I took it, flipped it, and made it into a gig shirt. This is the kind of thing that you guys might want to consider when you're opening your Redbubble store. Back when Straight Outta Compton came out, everybody was, you were straight out of water, straight out of juice, you know, straight out of your city or state. Like, it just became one of those shirts that you ran with. Recently, I made this one here. This one I actually made on my Teespring shirt. So I remember the whole Pac-Man design and how he gobbles up the ghost. I thought it'd be really cool to just have him gobble up all of the icons that we have on our phones related to the app. So this shirt actually is only exclusively on my Teespring store. For whatever reason, it would not get approved on Redbubble. I'll make another video talking about like copyright claims and things you guys might want to stay away from. But this video, I'm just trying to get you acclimated to how Redbubble has been for me. Here's another one of my most recent shirts that I did. I pretty much took the periodic table and made different Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart shirts. So it'll say I deliver for Uber Eats or whatever periodically, Instacart periodically. And then I just have a very basic one for somebody who probably multi-apps and don't want to show like app loyalty to anyone. You can just get the one solid shirt that just says something like this. And if you look at the periodic numbers, it's the year and the date the app started and the current year that we're in. And along the bottom is the alphabetical position as to where those letters lie in the actual alphabet thing. Hope that makes sense. You guys get what I'm saying. Oh, also before I forget, any shirt that is related to a specific app, I went ahead and put the 1-800 number across the bottom in case you needed to contact customer support. And then for the winter months that are coming up, I went ahead and made this gig university type shirt. I know everybody loves wearing like a Letterman or a university type shirt or a pullover hoodie. So I went ahead and made this one is called Gig State University. If you guys don't know, the gig economy started in 1915, and it was primarily based on musicians. So if you think about it, you're like a jazz player or a saxophone player or whatever, and you go into these different restaurants or bars or even on the side of the street and you're playing for money. That's how it started. It started with music. So on that shirt, I have it say Gig State University, GSU, established in 1915. So kind of a little history lesson on that too. But let's go ahead right now and get into the back office of this so you guys can see what everything looks like. All right, so we're going to go into manage my portfolio. This is going to be the screen recording version of this. And on here, you can just see all of the images that I've loaded so far. I have stickers. They have also sold on here. As you guys can see at the top, I've made 100 sales so far on my store. Thank you guys so much. I have 163 people who have hearted some of the designs I've made, and I have 14 people following me. The hearts and the followers do not really matter as far as how your sales are gonna go. Your sales determine how your sales are gonna go. So the way Redbubble works is if you are starting to sell more, they'll start putting your items in front of more people. So since I've been able to sell a little bit, my shirts are being recommended to more people, which is generating more sales. Aside from that, you guys see me on YouTube, I talk about my Redbubble store, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have gone and bought some stuff from that. I've mentioned it once or twice, as you guys may see from here, on TikTok. I've talked about it too. I've also put my stuff on Pinterest. Another video that I'm going to be making for you guys so you can figure out different ways of how to promote your products. Anyway, I went ahead and did that, and I've been getting some sales. Even on my YouTube, which is why I'm so excited about this, I only mention my Redbubble store at the very end of my ride-alongs. They don't cut in the middle of anything, and they're not in the beginning. They're at the very end. So with that, I've done 100 sales talking about my Redbubble store at the end of a video, which we know most people never make it to the end of a video. So think about the possibility if I really start marketing the designs and the store. Not just the gig stuff, but just all around universal designs, coffee, yoga, sports, all the kind of things that people are always searching for. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so what you're going to want to do when you open up your Redbubble thing, you're going to go to your account settings. There's many different ways to get here. So what we're going to look at here first is going to be my payment history. So I want to show you guys what I've gotten paid so far. April, I got paid $39 for the sales in my store. Then on July, I got paid $21 for the sales in my store. And then on August, I got paid $31. And so far in September, it looks like I'm slated about $46. Now, I know what you guys are saying. You're talking about people are buying your store like crazy. Why are you only getting paid such a small amount of money? That's where we have to really look at a thing called profit. I'm sure seeing these numbers right now probably have turned a lot of you off. But for me, it is very exciting. Because as I said, the way I've promoted these so far hasn't even been the full potential of how you could possibly do your Redbubble store. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at April. Let's look at the details of April. So these are all the things that I sold in the month of April, which is quite a bit. But my markup on my items are only 20%. Some people will do 50 to 100%, which means the amount that they get profit would be a lot more than what you guys are seeing here. So someone bought some stickers, that was $1.60. Somebody bought some more stickers. I got like 78 cents for each one of those. Somebody bought some graphic t-shirts, $3. I'm getting about $3 for a shirt. Somebody really went crazy and bought a whole lot of thank you stickers. I got $12 from that. But this is money that I'm making while I sleep. Like, I know it's just $39, but I don't have to do anything. I make one design or whatever design, set it and forget it.
I'll slide it back and set it and forget it.
Like I say, think about the possibilities. What if you had a fire design and people were clamoring for it? Just take a look at that. If I'm selling my shirts and I'm making $3.17 off of each shirt, let's just say I get a design and get into it right as it's popular and sell 200 shirts. That means for that amount of sales, I would have made $634 off of one shirt. And imagine if you did that in one day, you did that every day, and you were doing that every month consistently off a design that really moves. That's how I'm wanting you guys to think about it. I know it's small in the beginning, but think about how you can build on it. I feel that's kind of where us and I'm speaking to you guys as the gig app workers, it's easier because these apps have a built-in customer base. You just turn on the apps and then the customers are flowing in and you try to pick and choose which orders make sense. With something like this, you're gonna start small. And it won't be impressive in the beginning, but if you keep going and you learn how to work it, it can be very
excellent.
And it can be very profitable for you. But let's keep moving. Let's talk about how Redbubble and a place like Teespring work. They are doing all of the work for you. You make the design, you load the design. When an order comes in, they fulfill it, they ship it out, they handle all the customer service. Your hands are completely off of the product. So they have to pay the manufacturers to do that. So they'll take their cut, and then this $22 is what is left after they take their cut. And when they make it, ship it,
Scan it, send it, fax, rename it.
then I'm left with $4.17. I know, I would much rather have the $26, but this is money that I made not even doing anything, guys. Not even doing anything. Now, I want to take a little detour. I want to actually really drive home the effect of hands-off printing. If I was to go buy this printer here, this is one of the printers they have that actually prints on the shirts now. There's screen printing shirts, which is a lot like this, where it's actually printed into the fabric. And then they have shirts like this that has like the Reyes print where you can actually fill it. Like if you were to go get a knife, you can actually scrape the print off the shirt. If you were to have a machine to invest, this is how much you're going to be spending, which means you're going to start your business in the negative. Not only mention you got to go buy all the blanks, shirts, small, medium, large, or extra large, however many of the ranges you want, you got to go buy all those blank shirts. Then you got to make sure you got enough supplies just to keep the machine going up and running. Not to mention, you're going to have a space to put this printer or this screen printer. Do you have that? If not, you're going to have to rent out of space. That's more money you're going to be in the negative trying to start a t-shirt printing business. So right now you're negative this in the hole, which means every product that you sell, you are digging yourself out of this deficit to have a profit to actually put in your pocket. For me, yes, it is very hard to see this 20-something dollars not come to me, but I'm not having to pay off anything. I took the time to make the design. I took the time to upload it. I take the time to talk about it, and I just wait to see if any money comes in. That's it. If the shirt never sells, I don't have a stack of blank ones over there, printed or not printed. And if they do sell, I don't have to run to the post office to send it. Speaking of sending, let's take a minute to talk about Redbubble's customer service. I've actually had to return some things to Redbubble myself. Let me show you. So this is the package that I got from Redbubble when I actually ordered some stuff for myself. The first shirt that I wanted was a cotton shirt, but they ended up sending me one that looks like this. If you guys can see this, this is that kind of like Under Armour active material, and that's not what I wanted at all. Plus, if you guys look at this very closely, I don't know if you guys can see this, the print is just one big sticker. These aren't individual letters that were supposed to be printed on the shirt. So I reached out to them like, hey, this is not what I intended this to be. This is not what I thought was being advertised, even though it was me who made it. And what can I do to maybe order one that I want? Because I actually wanted a cotton shirt. And this all happened within a matter of 3 hours. They got back to me really, really quick. They're like, no problem. We understand the situation. Can you send us a picture of the issue so we can see where it went wrong? Send a picture. We got it. We're going to credit you back the money so you can actually go to the store and get the thing you want. And that's what they did. And I was able to go and get the shirt that you guys see me wearing a lot of my other videos. I don't have it next to me right now, but I'm sure you probably see it on the screen. That's the shirt I ended up buying, and that's the shirt I've actually been wearing in a lot of my videos. I want to talk to you also too about how to take care of these. These aren't like the screen printing shirts. And like I say, if you're going to be like really serious about getting into it, I recommend watching Reyes The Entrepreneur. Is actually one of the people that I first started watching before I got into this whole like gig space. And he had a lot of information on t-shirts. This is another guy I started watching. I actually just recently found him again on TikTok. He was one of the main people who really pushed me into getting into the mindset of like working for myself, because he was getting into the t-shirt business on the verge of quitting his job. I actually haven't followed him in quite a bit, but from what I see on TikTok, it looks like he's actually being very successful. What they will all say in their videos is that they probably would not recommend print on demand if you're trying to have a serious clothing brand. And the reason why they say that is because if they are printing them themselves, or if they have access to a warehouse, they can always check the quality of what's coming out as it happened before it hits the market. So for me, like I said, when I got this, I was like, oh no, that's not how that's supposed to be at all. Let me go back and rework that. So I guess I kind of have a hand in how my shirts are going to come out. And in the long term, after they make the investment, all the money that they make will be strictly profit for them. They'll end up paying off the big printer machine and all those supplies to go with it. And every shirt that they print from there on would just be profit for them, in a sense, because not every design is going to sell and not everything is going to, you know, catch on. So the next thing I ordered from Redbubble was the thank you stickers. I just wanted to see how the quality was going to look and just, you know, to test them out. And the one thing I noticed is these are supposed to be circular stickers. This is all one sheet and they were not die cut, which means they didn't cut around the outline. So I couldn't peel them off one by one. Again, this was all in the same order. Wrote to them, told them what was up. They said, hey, sorry about that, no worries. Let's go ahead. I'll send a note to the printer to make sure that they know that these are supposed to be individually cut. Got a credit, went and ordered the stickers that I need. Everything is good. So guys, if you order something from them, do not hesitate to contact customer service. I think Gig Mom ordered a mask from me and I saw how it fit. I said, that mask is not good. I hope you actually reach back out to Redbubble and got some kind of credit. So if you guys have ordered anything from my store and you're seeing that it's just not printed right, it's not holding up right, this is my email. Please email me, let me know so I can make sure that not only you're taken care of, but Redbubble knows what's coming out of the facility and we can make the adjustments to make that right. You guys are spending your hard-earned money to support me. I want to make sure that what you're getting is something worth having, if that makes sense. Oh, also too, taking care of these garments, I just want to go ahead and put that out there too. If you buy any of the garments off of Redbubble and if you are looking to start a Redbubble store, I would highly encourage your buyers to, when they wash those items, do it on a delicate or a hand wash kind of cycle if you're going to put it in the machine, if you're not just going to wash it by hand. Also turn the garment inside out. The agitator that are in a lot of washing machines will rub up against that print, and that's what causes it to start to crack and peel much faster than if you were to follow the steps I'm talking about. So I go out and work about 4 times a week, if not more. And every night I have to come in and wash my delivery, my hashtag delivery shirt. And it has held up quite a bit more than I was expecting just by doing that. Now, Sarah Elizabeth, I actually sent her one of these shirts. I just congratulate her on her 10,000. And I noticed how cracked her shirt was. I was like, hey, let me send you another shirt. And like, what happened? And she's like, oh, I just washed it twice and this is how it turned out. That's not how that should be. That's not how that should be at all. So that's how I recommend you guys take care of those kind of shirts if you do get them off of these types of print-on-demand websites. Now, here's a case in point too. Here's a shirt that I actually got from Goodwill, and I've been wearing this shirt out quite a bit. Also doing my gig work just to kind of give my delivery shirt a break. So this is a Harvard shirt. And as you guys can see, even this shirt is starting to crack. It was not like this when I first got it. I've been wearing this shirt pretty much every day and washing it every time I bring it home. Now, this is a shirt that I really wasn't turning inside out or giving it any kind of care. I was just throwing it in there on the normal cycle and just letting it do its thing. So I would say if you're going to if you wanted these shirts to last long, turn them inside out, put them on a delicate cycle and let them air dry. Throw it over a door, throw it over your patio if you are in an apartment. I don't know a lot of people who have clotheslines. If you do put it in the if you do put it in the dryer, put it in on the no heat or low heat setting. It'll preserve the color and it'll also preserve the image. Okay, back to the numbers. So let's go. I'm gonna scroll all the way down. So for every mask that I sell, you guys can see here, I'm getting $1.33 for each one of the masks. I'm getting about 50 to 42 cents for the stickers. Probably a good idea to go ahead and mark them up a little bit to at least be getting $1 off the stickers. But I'm just testing this out. My store, which is crazy, has sold 100 units. Thanks to you guys. This is the part that gets me excited thinking about the future of this store if I promote it correctly and have the right items on this store, any store. The store itself, $713. That's crazy. Let's scroll up. So that's going to be what they call, that's the retail price. That's actually what's being on the store. Manufacturing fees, that's what I'm talking about, where they're using the blanks, they're using their machines. They're taking a pretty big cut out of it, but I only have it marked up 20%. If I mark it up more, I'll make more. But it is what it is. So the manufacturing fees to make all the stuff that I've sold was $5.75. Imagine you paying that. Imagine you having to pay $5.75 to get all the shirts and the ink and stuff and the time. Don't know about that. And based on that, out of all this, I've made $137 on page 1. Let's go to page 2 and see if there's anything more. So there's more sales over here. And on here, so I've made, $24 or $25. And here's a little bit more of the back office report. As you guys can see, everything's pretty much marked up 20% on all this stuff when it comes to, I guess, most of everything in my Redbubble store. I thought I had the stickers at a different price, but everything's at 20%. So what they say business-wise is if an item is selling well, you're going to want to slowly start to increase your markup so you can actually make more profit. Now that I know what items actually are selling well, I actually might start to increase the markup on it, or just start buckling down more on advertisement, because it's not so much that I need to have a high markup. I just need more people to buy it. And that's just kind of the thing about the business. If you have something like the dollar store, everything in there is $1, but they have so many people coming in there per hour, per minute, buying something, they're able to make a profit on selling something that is just $1. So if I can get more people to my designs, not just the gig stuff, then I can look at making more money that way. That's the thing. And if I have it making more money while I'm sleeping, that's the best thing. That's the thing I'm hoping that you guys jump on the bandwagon with, making more passive income. So there's more that I can show you guys on the Redbubble store. I do plan on making some more videos, but for now, I just kind of wanted to just kind of run you through this so you guys can kind of see what everything's like and my take on it. So my experience launching my store was nothing but positive. Everyone was pretty welcoming to my items. I didn't really get any backlash like, oh, you slimy YouTuber who's launching your merch store, how dare you? I didn't get any of that. Maybe some people were thinking it, but no one ever said anything. But and moving on, like I say, every week, mostly every month, I'm getting new sales. Also too, I recommend you guys check out these two YouTubers. I watch them religiously when it comes to Redbubble information. They are really good on what they do. They talk about new trends, and as I move along to try to bring you guys more different kind of content, and as I talk about more ways of making money beyond us just doing the gig apps, I will bring more of these types of YouTubers to your attention and just more content related to that. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. There will definitely be more to come, and if I make some more, please leave some questions or comments below, some things you want me to cover about Redbubble and my whole merchandise experience. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this video edited and uploaded, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Holy t-shirts, Batman. The holiday months are here and the Geek Year store is now open on Redbubble. Update your wardrobe with our custom apparel, mask, and we even have thank you labels. Also take some time to view our Amazon merchandise store. Links for both can be found in the description box below. We thank you in advance for your support.